Just because you can leave the house with only your iPhone, it doesn't mean you should. You can tell a lot about a man by the items he carries with himself every day. And while the everyday carry of modern men has become incredibly simplified, in the era of classic masculinity, men understood that the items you brought with you allowed you to be prepared for many different situations. In today's video, we are going to take a look at 7 everyday carry items that were more popular in the 50s and 60s. Perhaps it will inspire you to start carrying one of them today. Hello, my name is James, and I am on a mission to create a generation of gentlemen. A forgotten everyday carry item of the classically masculine gentleman was a handkerchief. Now, this is not to be mistaken with a pocket square worn for decoration purposes. I'm talking about a handkerchief typically made of linen or cotton that would be carried inside a jacket or trouser pocket. Now, don't make the mistake of thinking that you ought to use this handkerchief to blow your nose into. That's what tissues are for. But this handkerchief is there to offer to somebody who finds themselves getting upset. It's there to mop your brow, maybe on a hot day, or to clear up a small spillage. Personally, I started carrying a handkerchief after I went to a funeral for the first time in my life. And there was a relative of mine next to me crying who didn't have any handkerchief or tissues. And I recall how much I felt like I wish I had been more prepared. So go ahead and order yourself a small set of white linen handkerchiefs. You can wash these, reuse these, and you always have one at the ready. The second everyday carry item is a lighter. Now, some people might not like that I've included this, but back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, a huge percentage of the population smoked. And even if you didn't smoke yourself, it was very likely that you would carry a lighter so that you could light up a cigarette for a lady. If you are going to carry a lighter today, I recommend investing in one that is stylish and high quality. No good carrying around a small plastic Bic. Some great brands to look into include Dunhill. That's the lighter that was used in that famous opening scene of Dr. No by Sean Connery, and it has a very distinctive click to it. You also have St. DuPont with their cigar lighters that have a very distinctive ping sound. Or for a more affordable option, there's nothing wrong with a classic Zippo. Today, men are foregoing the traditional wallet altogether and simply relying on Apple Pay and digital wallets. But this creates a single point of weakness. Your phone dies or there's some technical issue, and next thing you know, you have no ability to pay for anything. That's why I believe that a man should always carry a wallet with both cards and cash. Now, back in the era of classic masculinity, people didn't have multiple credit cards, and simply a leather wallet with some storage for cash, their social security, and their driver's license would be enough. Because this was a more cash-based society, it was also very common for men to carry a money clip. And if you are somebody that enjoys carrying cash, personally, I always like to have cash on hand, particularly for tipping, then a money clip is a really functional way of storing this without overstuffing your wallet.
If you enjoy the lifestyle we talk about on this channel and you're ready to go from just watching to actually living it within a circle of like-minded gentlemen, you'll want to check out our members club. This is our global brotherhood of modern gentlemen with real-world events and a private circle worth being a part of. I started this as a way of finding other men who shared similar values, tastes, and standards, and we've now expanded internationally, hosting events from Chicago to Sydney, Australia. Just this weekend, we held a bourbon tasting for our members in Texas. Meanwhile, our members in New York City met up for lunch, and our members down under enjoyed an evening at the golf simulator. Next month, I'll be personally hosting an event in Miami. When you become a member, I help you connect to our network so you can start making friends near you, networking with men in your industry, and learn from our special expert guests on style, etiquette, and more. I'll even mail out a welcome pack to you, including a handwritten letter from me and some exclusive Gentleman's Collective merchandise. We're currently open to new members, so if this feels like something that's been missing, check out the link below where you can learn more and join us today. I'll see you on the inside.
It seems almost difficult to imagine today, but it used to be the case that every man would always carry with him a pen. And in the 50s and 60s, the default pen for a man of business was always a fountain pen. Think of all the things you jot down on your phone, either in the Notes app, or numbers that you add, or Instagram accounts that you look up. Before the phone, the only way to record any of this information would have been with pen and paper. So it was also very common for a man to carry around a small pocket notebook. If you're looking to have a more healthy relationship with your phone, if you don't want to be as reliant and as connected to your device at all times, I actually really recommend bringing with you a small fountain pen and notebook. That way, you can stay away from your phone for a little while, knowing that you still have a place to write things down or to share information with others. For a similar reason, this is why businessmen, up until around 10 years ago, always carried a set of business cards with them. In some way, the business card has become somewhat redundant, and things like LinkedIn and Instagram certainly offer more functionality. But depending on your personal brand and how you want to come across in your career or your industry, you may still wish to invest in some business cards. And if you do, I highly recommend carrying them around in a slim metal holder. This will keep them sharp and intact, much better than stuffing them in your pocket or your wallet. One thing men used to always carry that men today almost never do would be a small pocket comb. The hairstyles that were more popular in the 50s and 60s were typically created by using a comb and then an oil-based pomade, which is a product that offers a strong hold, but it does allow you to still run a comb through your hair. So as you went about your day and your hairstyle might have gotten slightly out of place, it was very ordinary for men to use the restroom and then re-comb their hair. Whether or not you should adopt this truly depends on your hairstyle. Sometimes, if I anticipate it will be windy outside, I'll bring a comb with me. Other times, I don't. It really depends on the formality of where I'm going and whether I think my hairstyle is going to get out of place. But in the era of classic masculinity, it was just a default that a man would bring his comb with him. And the final item of everyday carry for a classically masculine man was, of course, his wristwatch. Today, many men have traded in a classic wristwatch for an Apple Watch, a fitness tracker like a Whoop band, or simply no watch at all. But I'm a huge believer that the watch you wear, especially a mechanical watch, is a huge fundamental of style. No matter what outfit you're wearing, whether it's t-shirt and jeans or a full-on dinner jacket and bow tie, you should always wear a wristwatch. A mechanical watch doesn't just tell the time, it tells a story. And while men of yesteryear wore their watches for more functional reasons, today they serve the role of making an outfit complete. And I always feel like I am much more ready for the day when I have my timepiece on my wrist. And interestingly, my timepiece was actually from the era of classic masculinity. This is from 1951, worn by my great-grandfather. So personally, I love that I get to carry this piece of family heritage with me every single day. Now, this is by no means an exhaustive list, and the everyday carry of a man is always dependent on his individual needs. But these are just a few items that have been overlooked today that I think we ought to consider bringing back. Gentlemen, I'd be very intrigued to hear from you in the comments. What is your everyday carry? And let me know if you would like to see an updated everyday carry video for the modern gentleman.